Previously on Eden Zero, the 4 Dark Stars were defeated in their entirety. The Shining Stars stand triumphant, Shiki and the others freed from Killer's alternate dimension. Now the only forces that need to be defeated to get to Ziggy are Dead End Crow and Aknoella, 2 members of the Eurasian Says Galactica. But the question remains, are there any other obstacles that might stand in our hero's way? Join me as I find out, won't you? And this is also why I mention it, because this is Eden Zero, chapter 199, almost 200! Woo! Sainfire Nox, which is the last member of the Eurasian Says Galactica that we haven't seen. So it's just like, oh my god, is he getting into the mix as well? Is he also a robotic being? It just kind of raises questions about everyone else. It's kind of far out that most of the other Galactica that we hadn't seen were all android. But got Rebecca in a maid outfit, a classic, of course with cat ears. I'd expect nothing less. And it's like, what is that, a cat-themed cafe? The master returns to see a huge smile. Let this innocent cat-eared girl show you around. Rebecca would make them buku bucks at a place like this. Alright, meanwhile, aboard the Eden Zero, Sister and Hermit have averted the Dark Star infiltration crisis on Eden Zero. Will they find their chance to fire the main cannon on Dead End Crow to defeat the Titan of Eternal Darkness? Alright, we cut to the bridge where Connor asks Moscow, what are Sister and Hermit's status? Moscow says, they are unharmed. We've just received a message from them. Connor says, excellent. Then let us move on to our assault phase against Dead End Crow. Chris replies, copy that. Klein says, most of the small fries in the area have been taken care of. Laguna replies, for now, let's reboard Eden Zero. And there you see in the distance amongst the destruction of the planet, Dead End Crow looming. Meanwhile, Holy stands ready in her battle armor, mecha, whatever, and she says, I've been waiting for this moment, Dead End Crow. Meanwhile, back with Aknoella surveying the planet with her horde of dragons that look like dragonflies, actually. I'm only just noticing that now. Justice stands watch from the shadows around the corner, observing her movements. Oh, Aknoella says, do you know nothing of a dragon's sense of smell, Master Justice? Justice realizes she spotted me as one of the dragons unleashes a blast from his mouth. I'm a fire my laser. Old meme is old. Ooh, massive explosion! Where Justice once stood. Ooh, he manages to get clear of the destruction. Just barely. Meanwhile, with Elsie Crimson still tied up by James/Justice, she shouts out as she tries to break her bonds. Enough joking, James, damn it! Uncuff me! Let me help you! Meanwhile, in the space above Lendard, we see dragons destroyed, ships crushed. War rages amongst the stars of Lendard as the Interstellar Union Army and their top fighter, specifically the Eurasian Says Interstellar, do battle. As the racer goes rocketing through, he says, that's a lot of dragons. Yeah, no kidding. Feather says, so they're all under God Aknoella's control. Kier states, any single one of the Eurasian Says Galactica possesses a great danger after all, and all of them have gathered here. Be on your guard. Holy's team aboard the Midnight come to the realization. As Shiro questions, all of them? Ibuki reiterates, you mean all 6? And I guess Kier calls out, wait, when was Ziggy declared one of the Eurasian Says Galactica? Okay, see, I was questioning that before, because with everything that Ziggy's done, he would naturally classify as one of them, one of those major threats. So I guess it's announced now, Ziggy is one of the Eurasian Says Galactica. The Machine King Ziggy, the Demon King Shiki, the Space Pirate Elsie Crimson, the Titan of Eternal Darkness, Dead End Crow, the Mother of Gods, God Aknoella, and the Archbishop, Sainfire Nox. All of the Galactica are here. Everyone is here! Frickin' smash. Eraser is stunned. Shiro says, even Sainfire Nox? Ibuki is just in disbelief, saying, it can't be. Even Victory is taken aback, saying, tell me this is some kind of sick joke. While Feather states, and yet my Eye of Venus couldn't detect it. But how? That's a good question. Plot! That's how. Yeah, this is essentially the endgame then. If every member of the Inertia Says Interstellar and every member of the Inertia Says Galactica is all here right now in attendance? I mean, that's every key player. Meanwhile, with Shiki and his group, I guess Pino has received a report and relays it to the group, stating, it would seem that the escaped Dark Stars have been eliminated by Sister and Hermit. Happy cries out, they did it! Shiki states, alright, let's head to the center. Meanwhile, Wise addresses Homura, stating, you're hurt. Are you okay? Homura plays it off saying, I'm fine, injured as I may be, while Rebecca affirms the mission. So once we get to the center, I release my ether and summon the chronophage. Then this planet will be completely destroyed. Although Rebecca turns to Pino, questioning, there really aren't any citizens here, right? Pino says, affirmative. I have the results of Eden Zero's wide area scan. There are no life signals that appear to have originated from this. But then Pino detects something, stating, faint life signals detected. Wise says, what? Pino states, it is most likely human, but it is quite weak. I wonder who it could be. Rebecca says, so there's someone who Ziggy caught? Homura states, as I recall, Connor spoke of this. He said there were humans gathered on Lendard, and that he fled afterward. Rebecca is in shock. So there are still survivors on this planet? Wise questions, what do we do? Shiki cries out, we gotta help them. Where are they, Pino? Pino states, they are down this path. Oh no, this feels like it might be a trap. Or what they find might not be good. I'm kinda worried. Whoa! Mashima going crazy with the design of this place. This is wild. Oh man, I can't wait to see this in the anime. This is some elaborate design. Yeah, they enter into a nearby building, and God, it's really hard to tell who's speaking from these wide shots. I'll say Happy says, what is this place? And Pino maybe responds, looks like the ruins of some factory. Pino cries out, Master, over there. Uh-oh. Everyone has a shocked reaction on their face. Rebecca, trembling, says, what are those? Oh god, I'm nervous. Whoa. Pods? Oh shit, are we doing a Matrix? Is this some Matrix shit? Is Ziggy using humans as batteries? Is Ziggy using humans as batteries? That's what this feels like. Because there are tons of pods. And if those are all people, in all those pods, it is hundreds, thousands, maybe millions of people. Like, it stretches on so far. How? Has Ziggy just been capturing people? Is this the entire population of Lendard? What the fuck is this? Holy shit. No way. You're shitting me. Okay, what? Oh, they are. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm processing everything I'm seeing. Pino states they are all women, and so many. Yeah, they're all women, huh? Happy says, what's going on here? But here's the kicker. Wise says, are you kidding me? Shika questions, what's wrong, Wise? Wise says, it can't be. Mom? Oh no, don't tell me. So Wise is shocked, but then Homura looks over and sees her mother as well. As Happy cries out, Madam Kurenai, wisely states, it's just an illusion, guys. Don't fall for it. But we know it can't be. Killer is dead. Killer was destroyed. He's the only one we know who could do any sort of illusion like this. But I don't know if he could do an illusion on this scale. And in comes Ziggy. As he walks towards the group, he says, you were told before, these are neither illusions nor holograms. That leaves no other meaning. They are all real. And as Shiki turns to his former father, you stand before the king of robots. Ziggy states, every human gathered here is a mother. And there exists a particular ether only the mothers of humans have. What? Really? I mean, to a certain degree, that's a good point. I was wondering about the whole situation with Wise's mother. I'm just like, okay, we're dealing with a lot of people's moms, so that's a plot point now. Wise, Homura, Rebecca, all in shock. Peter says, he's collecting the ether of mothers? And Shiki is freaking pissed. He says, Ziggy? Uh-oh. And Ziggy says, behold, as he stretches out his hand and summons a pod off the wall, ripping it from where it lay. And as it sets down next to him, he says, this one is a mother as well. Oh shit. What? Wait, what? Wait, what? What? You're shitting me. You're shitting me. The last member, Sainfire Nox, the mother of Rebecca. Rebecca's face is like the same as mine. What? What? I was just thinking that too. I'm just like, man, wouldn't it be wild if Rebecca's mother also showed up here? But I would not have guessed in a million years Sainfire Nox was Rebecca's mother. Because they keep referring to Sainfire Nox with like male pronouns, so I'm just like, oh, it's a dude. It's just like, slap me in the face for giving into gender norms and shit like that. Holy shit. Sainfire Nox is Rebecca's mother. So I was completely wrong. I'm like, okay, so Sainfire Nox is also teamed up with Ziggy, is probably also an android. That's weird that so many members of the Eurasian Says Galactica are all androids, but whatever. I would have thought at least a few more of them would have been human, but it's just like, no, the final member we never saw is also a human. But Rebecca's mother, no less? What does that mean? Why? The last of the Eurasian Says Galactica. Her true identity is Rebecca's mother. And what are Ziggy's motives? To be continued in Chapter 200, Alternative. Next issue, we celebrate hitting 200 chapters. There will be a cover image and opening page in color. Holy shit. I'm starting to feel like there's a bit of a pattern. Like, it was one thing with Lady Karenai, because it's just like Madame Karenai. Because it's just like, okay, I mean, she ain't that really important. She's kind of a bit in terms of Rebecca and everything Rebecca has going on. I mean, Homura and everything Homura has going on. But, and she kind of got her comeuppance, as it were. Though I don't really condone where things seem to have been going with her, but, I mean, who knows what she went through before she got put into a pod. But then we had the whole thing of Wise's mother, and I'm just like, it kind of feels weird that we would bring all of that up, but it wouldn't go anywhere. So I'm just like, is Wise's mother not here? Is she possibly here? Why bring that up and do nothing with that? I mean, hell, has Ziggy's forces just been going from planet to planet, killing off mothers, or making it seem like they got killed off, and just stealing them from galaxy after galaxy, planet after planet, all to implement this plan? If there's an ether gear that only mothers can do, what could it be? I mean, is this how you summon Mother? Is this how you do it? I am so shocked. But the way Sainfire Nox was mentioned before, it was implied that she was a danger. But is it more like, well, Ellie from Rave Master, where Ellie was initially perceived as a danger because of a great power that she wielded, but it wasn't that she was malicious with that power. Because I keep thinking that a lot of the Eurasian Says Galactica are villainous, but it never dawned on me that Sainfire Nox might just be perceived as a quote-unquote villain by the Interstellar Union Army just because of the power that she wields. Because the more we got into mothers as well, I started thinking like, okay, we never really did find out why Rebecca was just out on her own, you know? I mean, it was always kind of stated that she was just kind of abandoned, just put out there. But That's not an answer. That leaves too much room for anything to have happened to Rebecca's family. So it begs the question, what happened to Rebecca's father? Does it even matter? And, again, I was thinking before, could Chris and Klein's mother be here? Laguna's? Just parents, mothers, all here, with no one knowing. All presumed dead. Eden Zero is actually kind of using the fact that in so many shonen, we're so used to parents being dead, deceased, especially mothers. Especially mothers. You check out One Piece, dead mothers, left, right, and center. It's so rare to see an alive mother. And if you see an alive parent or mother or whatever, they're usually absentee or a complete asshole. But no, here, it's no, that was a plot point. It was all machinations. It was all a scam. I don't know. If it feels like I'm feeling this idea too much, it's just because it's just it's blowing my mind. They use that. Such a diabolical plan. But the question remains, to what end? I'm so ready for the next chapter because it just, what happens next? What does it mean to collect so many people's mom under probably false pretenses? I was waiting for the moment where we find out we can't unleash the chronophage here. That would be terrible. But this is even worse than I thought. Millions of lives. All here. God, could you imagine if the chronophage is still unleashed here? And all of these mothers die? All in one fell swoop? All because of Rebecca? Including Rebecca's own mother? Oh my god! Oh, that would be too much. God, what does this mean? Sainfire Nox, Lady Kurina, Madam Kurina, Wise's mother, whole lot of naked ladies. That really is Mashima's style. All being used to power something. An ether gear only mothers can use. That's a little sexist, but we'll see where that goes. We can't unleash the chronophage now, especially. Why does the Interstellar Union Army fear Sainfire Nox? What is it about this figure that they fear? Is it a similar situation with Shiki and Elsie, where it's just that Sainfire Nox has so much power? Or is Sainfire Nox actually evil? And now, the question is, what will the Interstellar Union Army do when they find her? Find out that she is Rebecca's mother. Oh god, what does this all mean? Not to mention Elsie being tied down. The Justice assaulted by God Aknoella. It feels like Holy and Dead and Crow have been standing off against each other for days now. In-world days now. Ah, that's a wild chapter. It's a wild chapter. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think this all means? What power could you possibly unleash? And is it connected to Mother herself? Is it how you summon Mother? And if that's the case, how did Ziggy get to Mother before? And why would that summon Mother? And with all these mothers, the real question is, who is Shiki's mother? What is she? Let me know your thoughts and theories in the comment section below. If you like this video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, bell, all that good YouTube stuff. Until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, eternally confused, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye!